Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's Patrick, and today on We Geek, I have a CafePress pro tip to help you choose the tags for your designs and get them seen in the marketplace. So if you work with CafePress or you're just getting started with CafePress, you know how difficult it can be sometimes to figure out what to put in this field when you're tagging your images. CafePress actually has a really good guide for this. They've hidden it away, but they've got a page of best practices for tagging, and I'll put the link for this in the down below, and I really recommend you read this. There's a couple things here that are super important. For their best practices, their number one is enter tags that are specific and descriptive to your design. These are the words that CafePress uses when it's determining what to display when somebody searches for something. These are the keywords that its search engine uses. So you want to definitely be descriptive and specific to your design when you're putting these words in here. You know, like CafePress says, think like the buyer. What do you think somebody's going to type that's going to get your image to show up? You can even ask your friends and family, like, hey, look at this picture. What would you type in a search engine and expect to get this result? Their second one is really important. They've even got it bolded here. Every tag you add can dilute your ranking, so choose wisely. Don't over tag. Don't put a bunch of garbage in here. Be very specific, be short. It used to be there was a limit of 15 tags in CafePress. I believe that limit has gone away, but now there is a character limit, so you don't want to type in too many characters in these tag fields. And I can tell you when you upload your design like this and you're working on your tags, you have 250 characters in here that you can use. Now after you save that, and if you come back and edit a design later, in this field, you only have 175 characters you're allowed to use. So if you type in 250 characters on this page and save it, they'll all appear here if you edit that design later. But if you go to make any changes, it's not going to let you add anything. And if you make a delete and then try and add something in, nothing's going to be able to go in unless you get under that 175 character limit. So I would definitely limit this to 175 characters to begin with. Even less. If you have a good 10 tags or less, you're heading in the right direction. And the third thing is do not use irrelevant tags to get your designs to show up. It's tag spam or inappropriate, and it could be grounds to have your design taken down. And if you continue to do it too much, there's no reason that CafePress wouldn't delete your account. And there's a lot of other do's and don'ts of tagging here. Read those over. There's some good stuff in here. A really important one that I like is entering plurals and verb tenses. Don't do that. If your tag is about cats, well, they hate cats and cats here. That's a typo. You only have to enter the word cat. You don't have to enter the plural of that. Or with run and running, only enter run. Unless your design specifically says running, then use running for the tag. But because CafePress is automatically going to reduce the words to their core, as they say. So they'll show up in the search engines regardless of which version you use. So again, I'll put a link to this page in the down below. Check it out, read it over. Some very good stuff here. But I've got one more pro tip for you to help get your design seen in the marketplace. Say, for example, I'm working on my Irish chick design here. Cute little Irish chick wearing the fun t-shirt, says Irish chick, standing up in front of the green shamrock. And I've already added the title, Irish chick, and I've already added the description pretty much like that. Cute little chick wearing a t-shirt that says Irish chick standing in front of a big green shamrock. Perfect for St. Patrick's Day and to show pride in your Irish heritage. Full of keywords, very descriptive, not spamming it with a bunch of stuff. Now when it comes to the tags, I've got a lot of information I can put in here. First, I'm going to do my brand name. I always include my brand name when I'm tagging my images, and then the title of my image, because that's what the image is about. This is a St. Patrick's Day design, or it would be good for St. Patrick's Day, so I'll include that. It's a cute design. There's a shamrock in the design, so we'll include that. It's about being Irish, so we'll include that. And then probably the word Ireland as well. Okay, so now what else do I put in here? What else is going to help get this design seen on CafePress? Well, since this is a St. Patrick's Day design, let's look at the CafePress St. Patrick's Day page. So if you click on the links for St. Patrick's Day that CafePress includes up here, or you type the word St. Patrick's Day into the search bar, this is the page that comes up. And this is a CafePress curated page. which means it's not just showing the search results, the generic search results for the words St. Patrick's Day. They've built this page specifically for this topic. So when you tag your design St. Patrick's Day, it's very unlikely that it's going to show up on this specific page, though your designs could be considered to show up here if CafePress thinks that they're witty, clever, funny, or fit whatever topic they're putting in here. Like apparently Irish pirates are a big thing this year, so if you have any Irish pirate St. Patrick's Day designs, get them posted because it looks like it's a trending topic. And this is where you can go to find good tags for your designs, is pages like these. When CafePress is setting up its website, they set up the URLs to include the keywords or the tags. So if you look up here at the URL bar, the address bar, you'll see after cafepress.com and the slash, there's a plus sign, and then St. Patrick's Day separated with dashes instead of spaces, and then another plus sign, and then the word gifts. This is an address that tells the CafePress website that, okay, this is one of our tagged pages. The plus in front lets the site know, okay, this is a tag, this is a keyword, and the next plus tells it what type of product it's displaying. In the case of gifts, that just means to CafePress, display all of the products that have this keyword on the design. So you'll see this St. Patrick's Day, that's what you want to use for your tag to get it to show up on this page or be included in this sort of curated design area. So you don't spell out the word saint in this case because CafePress is not using it that way on its website. And any of the dashes up here, you'll just replace with spaces. So back on my design, you'll see that's where I put, well, come on, over here. No. See, that's where I put this St. Patrick's Day. No dashes, just the spaces. So I tagged my design with that. Now coming back over onto this page, what else is on here that I might be able to take advantage of? Well, looking at the trending topics, my design has nothing to do with Irish pirates, has nothing to do with drinking and green beer, but Irish heritage. That's a good one. My design is about Irish heritage. If you're an Irish chick, that's Irish heritage. So if I click on that, I see, okay, CafePress has used those words, Irish heritage, as the tag. So I want to use Irish heritage as part of my tags. So I'll come back here. Instead of just the word Irish, Irish heritage. So now I know that once this design gets through, it's likely to show up on this page. So back to the St. Patrick's Day page. Let's see. Lucky Charms. I might be able to get away with that one. Funny St. Patrick's Day. I don't think it's a particularly funny shirt. It's more of a cute St. Patrick's Day shirt. Clovers and Shamrocks. There's a shamrock in my design, so I definitely want to use this one. But I look at the words Clovers and Shamrocks here. CafePress is only using the word clovers. And I know there's some people out there with St. Patrick's Day stuff that get very vehement about their about their clovers versus their shamrocks. But still, in order to get it to show up on this page, I want to put the word clover in my tags. So I come back over here and add clover. And then back to the St. Patrick's Day page. See, is there anything else on here? Some of these are not specific tags you should be using, like their deals and steals. While it shows up as a tag, that's going to be a useless tag for you because this page is a special page that they're promoting sales and things on. So just tagging it, deals and steals, is not going to get your design to show up on this page. This is a completely curated page within the site. Can't do peanuts because it's not a peanuts design. I don't have the rights to use that. And then these are just the types of products that they sell. Again, if we were to click on, say, the hats and caps here, you'll see how this changes in the URL bar to the St. Patrick's Day, and then the plus afterwards is hats, caps. So again, that's how CafePress determines what's going to show up on these pages, by using the keywords and the product types. Well, that's it on this page, but I just happened to notice when I clicked on that, on the hats, some other stuff showed up over here. Cute St. Patrick's Day. Okay, here's one. I have a cute St. Patrick's Day design, so I want to use that. Now, you look at the way they have that one tagged. It's a little different. I got the word cute, the dash, the saint for St. Patrick's abbreviated, but the period is included in here. And then there's a dash, and then there's the Patrick with the %27S. What that %27 is, that's a representation of the apostrophe in St. Patrick's. So looking at this, that's the link that CafePress had on their page. I want to use Cute St. Patrick's Day as one of my tags, but I want to type it exactly the way they have here, translated into not being a URL. So I would put the end of my list here, Cute Saint with the period, Patrick's with the apostrophe, Day. Now it's gonna, my browser tells me it's spelled wrong, probably because it's not capitalized, but that's okay. So rather than leave the apostrophe out or leave the period out, because that's the way CafePress is displaying it on this page, that's how I'm putting it in my tags. So that's something to be aware of as you're going through and doing this and trying to find other tags you can use on your products. Okay, well that's it. So hopefully this helped you out. Definitely go through the website and see what CafePress is using when it sets up the site in terms of keywords. You know, come through the home page and see what they're doing. Right now it's mostly St. Patrick's Day stuff, but you know, there's music gifts. Come in here, see what kind of things are trending, and if they relate to your design, go ahead and use those. Look at how CafePress is typing them out by clicking on the link, looking up here in the URL bar and seeing what keywords they're actually using. And hopefully that'll help your designs get seen by more people on CafePress and get you some more sales. If you have any questions about tagging, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. If you found it useful, hit that like button. I appreciate that. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more of these pro tips and how-tos on CafePress, as well as some other fun geeky stuff. Thanks, and until next time, what's your we?